Hello. It's time for the newsletter this week on headlines you may have missed. And here we go. Okay, now we need a blood sample. This is what's getting to Ebola scare. Ebola scare. Oh my god. They're getting nasty out there. Okay. Let's do. Oh no. No.
Congratulations! You have been selected to take part in our anonymous survey. Please take our 30-second questionnaire, and to say thank you, we'll offer you an exclusive gift.
And this is an exclusive gift. Fuck me. Okay? You can play that game. I need to get rid of this. Oh, god dang it. You see what I have to go through? They want me to take a survey. And it does everything I have. This is madness beyond belief. And I don't want to accept it. I want to go away. And I wanted to go away yesterday. Okay, I hit that, and it goes away. I want to go back to Unfiltered News and say, screw you. I don't want to take a survey. I don't care. They do this on everything. I get this craziness, and it doesn't make any sense. Okay. Dick Morris. This is the Unfiltered News for this week. Dick Morris interviews Paul Joseph Watson, editor of InfoWars, on the latest developments on the spread of Ebola virus. Contrary to previous beliefs, the virus can be spread without physical contact. Apparently, the U.S. Center of Disease Control is withholding information about the Ebola patients in the U.S. It's a bioweapon, and it's being done to us. Okay? It's evil. It's not right. InfoWars posted 2014 August 8, which is now August 10th. Okay. Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu, who's whiter than I am, and I'm a Norwegian, is asking U.S. congressmen to help him avoid being charged with war crimes by the International Criminal Court. Jerusalem posted 2014 August 7th. This guy is a piece of work, if I ever seen one, and ever will. He's evil to the core. And he wants us to forgive him for killing all the Palestinians who might be blood relatives of Jesus from 2,000 years ago, because all of them have been breeding all these centuries, and it just makes me mad. Jerusalem Post, August 7th. A pro-Israel lobby has arranged free trips to Israel for 81 of the U.S. congressmen who all should be in jail because of this. That's about 20% of the House of Representatives. American-based ambassadors from other countries also will be included. The goal is to favorably influence these people to stem the rising tide of negative reaction to Israel's aggression against Gaza. Or, well, Jerusalem Post, August 7th, relatives of Jesus. It's been 2,000 years. Most of these Palestinians are probably related to Jesus' family, the house of David, and they're killing them off. You don't see it? You don't understand. Well, you will when you go to heaven, and you have to face Dad in heaven, and Dad's going to say, "You are against my children, my offspring of David, and you're all going to go to hell." Oh, it's getting better. Video, North Carolina. Harnett County Sheriff Larry Rawlings tells people to fight back against crime by taking up arms, which is a good thing. You should take up arms. Arms are good. No arms is bad if the government's involved. Well, see? You better be able to take care of business until we get there if you have to protect your family. InfoWars, August 6th. Do you not understand yet? Okay. About 20% of the entire House of Representatives of American-based ambassadors from other countries will also be included. The goal is to favorably influence these people to stem the rise of tides of negative reaction to Israel's aggression against Gaza. And that was Jerusalem Post. August 7th. I mean, you don't see it yet? Well, you will. U.S. Video. Hold Security announced that a ring of Russian hackers has stolen 1.2 billion passwords. The timing of the announcement during a computer security trade show in Las Vegas is suspicious. Hold Security wants business to contact them to confirm whether they have been compromised. Really? Really? I don't believe this. Russia Today, August 6th. I don't believe that Russia did anything. I think NSA has done it all, and NSA is the enemy. But they're gonna claim it's Russia to get in war with them. Don't you know what we're going up against? We're going back to a Cold War situation with Russia. It doesn't exist. We just want this, our government. And another reason why to vote all these bastards out of government and put real people in there. People, I mean, anyone that runs, it has a business. Anyone that runs, it has something to lose, should be put in there as far as business and anything else. Hell, vote for me. Vote for Spellbinder. What the hell? Put me in there. I'll fix things. I don't have nothing to hide. I have no skeletons in my closet. Okay. Calls for population reduction now are based on the myth of global warming. The myth of global warming. Cycle 24 that we're in right now has nothing to do with global warming. It's a natural cooling that we're going through right now. And these creatures are out there saying this. The UN's Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change has been caught producing fraudulent global warming science. Is now creating population policies based on fraudulent population science. Depopulationist ones of the goals of the UN Agenda 21, New York, August 5th. And they are. Makes me mad. Video. The CIA has been using HIV prevention campaign in Cuba to covertly formate political unrest. U.S. Agency for International Development has used peoples from Latin America to recruit political activists against Cuban government. Many countries are becoming rightfully suspicious of humanitarian programs from the U.S. Russia Today. And they only report this if it's correct, and it is. U.S. federal government is banning cupcakes and other sugary treats from our schools. Fundraising bake sales. Big Brother knows best, right? If they really care about healthy food, why don't they go and ban GMOs? Why aren't they out there saying GMOs are the greatest thing it's ever been produced? No, they're not, because they know that their poison is out there. CBS News, August 5th. I'm just saying that if GMO is such a great idea, why aren't they banning GMOs? Because, or even saying that GMOs are the best thing that ever came since, cupcakes. It's funny. These motherfuckers are so funny. Okay, a video. A German court agreed to allow Bernie Ecclestone, chief of the Formula One racing conglomerate, to buy his way out of trial for bribery. For $100 million, the court agreed to terminate his trial, which otherwise could have been resulted in a 10-year prison sentence term. There is growing trend for companies and wealthy individuals to purchase immunity from prison. Reuters, August 5th. They're buying their way out. You do this, you're going to jail. Because you don't got $10 million to pay the court off to get out of it. And I'm telling you, I'm just making it clear. You got the money, you're not guilty anymore. Do you understand what's going on? I do. Rich people can buy their way out. You, as an average American, cannot buy their way out. You're going to jail. You're going to prison. You're going to be put away. But, look at it again. A German court agreed to allow Bernie Ecclestone to buy his way out. That's in Germany. It's coming to America, don't you know? Hundreds of Ukraine troops crossed the border into Russia. Hundreds of Ukrainians. The Ukrainian government says that they were seeking safety after breaking through Russian separatist lines. Russia says the soldiers were seeking asylum from the Ukraine. They want to give up. They're saying, we are being forced into this. What's happening in Kursk? They are being forced into this. They want to be free. Well, let them be free. It's their prerogative if they don't want to work for the American puppet government. The Ukrainian government, in a video, is sending out notices to its citizens, drafting them for military service. Many of them, however, oppose the war and are refusing to accept military service. Daily Paul, August 4th. There you go again. These people don't want to be involved in this puppet government. They want to go to Russia because Russia's giving a better deal than we are. And we want a Cold War. Our government. Not the people. I'm just saying. Not the people. No, it's not. Okay, agro-terrorism in Cumberland County, Pennsylvania. The feds shut down a seed library used for planting and perpetuating heirloom varieties. The war on self-sufficiency continues. USDA said the program violated the 2004 Seed Act that protects against invasive or poisonous plants and cross-pollination. Meanwhile, the USDA ignored the massive damage and cross-pollination from GMO crops. InfoWars, August 4th. Of course, we are being poisoned by these crops. They're killing you, and you don't see it. You don't understand that they're coming in. I'm getting upset here. You know. Okay. Video. U.S. State Department has condemned the latest Israeli bombing of a UN school as appalling. Well, yeah. The UN went out and told Israel where all these places were that these refugees are running to be safe so they can bomb whatever, the terrorists as they claim. They're killing the population. They're killing Jesus' families in Palestine. Do you not understand this yet? They're killing the family line. It's genocide is what they're doing. Israeli leader Netanyahu, who is whiter than I am, I said that earlier, he makes me look like a black person, and I'm Norwegian, is told the U.S. ambassador to Israel not to ever second guess me again. Oh, don't second guess me. I'm righteous. I lived 2,000 years ago, and God tells me to do this stuff. The playmate in the sky is telling me to do all this stuff, and I'm doing it because I'm Jewish, because my ancestors agreed to be Jewish from the Ukraine to come down here and take over this area. If you don't understand what I'm saying, then you gotta do some research on where these people came from that are claiming to be Jewish. They only became Jewish because they had to trade between the Christians and the Muslims up in that area. And when they were prosecuted for their unrighteousness, they were given the choice to come down to Jerusalem and take over. And they've taken over that entire land. And they're claiming that now they are the righteous owners of that land because some playmate in the sky says so in the Bible. They are no more Jewish than I am. They're from Asia, Central Asia. They're Central Asians. And you don't see that? You're not paying attention. You're not paying attention. Oh my God. Netanyahu did not deny the quote, but claimed it was taken out of context. CNN, August 4th. It was... You agree with that? You agree that these Central Asians are taking over and saying they're Jewish? They only believe that because they were taught that from their ancestors who agreed to become Jewish. They actually imported Jewish rabbis up to their land. They may be 1/10 percentage of Jewish, but they're not Jewish. They're not the promised people. They're nothing. They're invaders is what they are to the Palestinians. And I agree with that because, let's say, the Palestinians probably have over 10%, if nothing, of Jesus in their bloodline. And they're killing Jesus is what they're doing. And if you're Christian, you believe this, when you go up there to see the big man, you're gonna be sent down to the fiery pit because you agreed with this. You agreed to giving money to them and giving all this stuff in America to them and our congressmen, all of them. They're going to hell. I'm just saying. Jesus is pissed. I'm assured. And God's pissed too. Okay. You don't see it yet? You will. Okay, U.S. The EPA is being sued by 12 coal-producing states for overstepping its constitutional authority under the Clean Air Act. These guys have scrubbers. They scrub the coal when it's burned. And nothing comes out of those stacks except, what, white smoke? That's moisture. That's water. Don't see this. The EPA has ordered 30% reduction in carbon dioxide emissions, but a mandate of that magnitude should come from the legislative branch of government, not the federal agency. The Hill, August 4th. And I'm telling you, I worked with scrubbers. I know what scrubbers do. These things take all the bad stuff out of it and put it into a basically it scrubs it all out. It's something that has to be dealt with, but it's not giving off carbon dioxide in the air. No, power plants don't do that. I have this place out here in Ohio that produces electricity from coal, and the only thing coming out of their stacks is water. It's steam coming out. I'm telling you, you're being lied to. You're being lied to. You're being made to pay a tax on something so they can take more money out of your pocket and put in theirs. I wish I could explain this better to you, but you're not listening anyways if you're believing that. Okay, Lake Erie. Over 400,000 people in areas of Ohio and Michigan were forced to find alternative sources of water. It became polluted with toxic chemicals, which may have come from runoff of farm fertilizer and manure. Irish Independent, August 3rd. Okay, these are factory producers. They are the ones taking mom and pop out of the picture. It's the same with all the cattle and all the stuff that's going on. Mom and pops produce a farm animal. It's the same with the pigs that got infected with a disease. They had to kill off so many thousands of pigs because industrialized pigs got the disease and they had to kill all of them off. And that's why the pork prices went up. That's why the beef prices going up. I mean, we got beef prices at $13 a pound. Do you understand what's going on here? These people created it because they had these industrial farms. They didn't have mom and pop farms. In other words, mom and pop farms down the street 2 miles from me can produce this beef and stuff. They're disease free and stuff, and they can sell. Well, they got rid of them. They killed them off basically, the mom and pops, and now it's industrial. it's one place that has 100 million cattle or 100 million pigs, and they get a disease and it spreads throughout the entire stock. They're not going to get cheap meat anymore from these creatures. And I keep calling them that because that's what they are. They're creatures. They're money junkies. They should make you mad, is what they should. And we need to go back to mom and pop farms. Mom and pop having a farm with a couple of 100 acres, and they're breeding these animals, and they're separate from other mom and pops by miles, and so they don't get diseased. If one gets diseased, well, that's that one. But the other ones don't. But when you have these industrial farms, I'm just saying. It makes common sense is no longer allowed in America. We have to have industrial, competition is a sin, as they say. J.P. Morgan. Anyways, video. The SEC voted to impose penalties on withdrawing funds from money market investments in times of stress. It also gave itself the power to delay payments indefinitely. Ooh, if I was a money junkie, it would be. I'm doing the hand thing. Never mind that the money belongs to the investors, and never mind that those low-yield bank investments are supposed to be amongst the most conservative, because no matter how bad things may get, you can always get your money out of them. That's now a history. New rules sets the stage for a bail-in. A bail-in is when they just take it, okay? In which banks will legally steal money from their depositors instead of stealing it from taxpayers through government bailouts. These money junkies just never have an end, do they? Oh, don't say you were never warned. Perpetual assets, August 2nd. See what I'm saying? See? Okay. A video. The anticipated Israeli-Palestine ceasefire has not materialized. Israel continues its sieges of Gaza and has attacked 3 UN schools and 4 hospitals housing refugees, claiming that this is a justified because Hamas rockets have been found in some of the buildings. Bottle rockets. Oh my God, they're firing bottle rockets at Israel. Oh, Israel's firing real missiles back. Real ammunition. Okay? You don't think they're allowed to defend themselves? Then you're not paying attention. These people are genociding them. They're called Israelis. They're not even Israelis are not even Jews. They're fake Jews. They have 10% Jew in them. Okay? And they're claiming they're being, oh God, it never ends. Israel continues to seize in Gaza and attack UN schools, 4 hospital housing refugees, claiming that this is in some of the buildings. The U.S. Senate voted 100-1 on a resolution supporting Israel. They suck their dicks. Don't you understand? We should vote these people out immediately. Get them out of office because they are bound down to a foreign entity. The Constitution says no. And you're going along with it. You're as guilty as they are if you support them. So vote them out. Okay. The U.S. Senate voted 100-0 on a resolution supporting Israel and condemning Hamas. But public support for Israel is dropping. Most Israelis, however, support the war. Of course they do. It's their... They believe in the playmate in the sky 2,000 years ago, that they are somehow related to this. They're not even related to the families of the 12 tribes. They're Central Asians. They're an offshoot. And I'm going to go on. Real News posted August 2nd. It just blows my mind. Blows my mind that we're backing them. Really? While Hillary Clinton was overseeing U.S. foreign policy as Secretary of State, Bill Clinton received $48 million, and she claims that they're poor and they don't have any money. Don't you believe in what she says? She's trying to become the next president. Why? Because Israel's behind her. Don't you understand? $48 million for delivering speeches abroad. It is speculated that these incredibly lucrative speaking fees were really thinly veiled bribes from foreign countries to obtain favors from Hillary, the next one to be a president. Do you understand what's going down the pipe here? PJ Media posted August 2nd. You don't buy into any of this crap they're trying to get you to do. Oh, man. Awake. Video. MIT has developed surveillance technology that can recreate sound from a silent video by analyzing the vibrations of objects in the room, such as a bag of potato chips, a glass of water, or leaves on a potted plant. Speakers' identities can also be determined. RT. August 4. Well, it says August. This is more of this control freak syndrome going on. They're not seeing what's going on, are you? Okay, now time to cool down before the analysis of this week. Which one is more insane? One you see or one taking the picture? Click to enlarge. Yeah. Just check this out. Should be interesting. Analysis for this week. Things that need to be clarified. Okay, video. The declassified Senate investigation report on the CIA torture is still being withheld from the public, pending more redactions. Reporter Jeremy Scalia says that Dick Cheney pretends to loathe Obama in TV interviews, but must be secretly pleased that Obama continues the same war crimes. Policies of the Bush administration that helps to protect former Bush administration officials, because Democrats cannot condemn torture or killing without a boomerang effect on their own party. MSNBC, August 6th. And you have to remember that Dick Cheney's related to Obama through his mother. A 14-year-old girl came up with all this, and I'm just laughing now because she found out that family tree. We have dynasties. We don't have presidents. We have dynasties that take over, and they're all related back to the Queen of England. And if you don't understand that, there's only two presidents, Garfield and another one that wasn't related to the Queen. And we are under a dynasty, is what we're under. But what me to suggest that? Yeah, you understand. If you do your research, Google all this. It's in Wikipedia, actually, covers this, if they haven't changed it. Video. Churches that have recently been targeted by the IRS for engaging in political speech actually are hoping to be sued so that they can appeal in court and challenge the 1954 status that bans political speech within tax-exempt organizations. See how crazy that is? That's why we got a cuckoo going in the background. Judge Neopano says the ban on political speech in churches violates the First Amendment. And it does. And there's no ifs, buts about it. Fox News, August 5th. Video. It's a Ron Paul marathon. Dr. Paul answers questions from callers for 3 hours on every topic imaginable. Book TV. You gotta check that out. August 3rd. You got to be awakened. Ron Paul should have been our president, not abomination. And you're still sitting there. Okay. Star. This is something to keep for future reference. William Ingadal consolidates the evidence surrounding the crash of Malaysian MH17 flight in Ukraine that points to a botched CIA false flag event. Among other things, smoking gun video recording of a Russian-backed rebels boasting about the crash was discovered to have a date timestamp showing it was created a day before the crash. Imagine that. Russia Today posted August 2nd. Another article to keep. A video. Richard Gage, founder of Architects and Engineers for 9/11 Truth, was interviewed on C-SPAN for 40 minutes and does an impressive job of dismantling the official story and answering the critics. C-SPAN posted August 2nd. See that. Learn that we have been lied to so many times. Why aren't you awake now? That's what is going on. Here we go with the great photos. Find the animal if you can. There's an animal in this picture. It's like find what's his name in this. Humor for this week. This kid with this big dog. Who do you think will set the pace? If the dog runs, the kid's going to be dragged behind that dog. Okay, that's it. This is the Unfiltered News. I hope you enjoyed it. I actually did at this late of time. It's 3 o'clock in the morning, Sunday. And I finally got around to doing the Unfiltered News. And there was a lot of good articles this week. And a good comic strip that was done. I hope you enjoyed it. I did. I went through this. I didn't even read it first. And you see what I'm already read articles and stuff on all this that was covered. And was able to make my comments. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoy G. Edward Griffin himself. He's the man that comes out with this weekly newsletter. And I enjoy doing the show of this weekly newsletter. It's one of the things I kind of enjoy. I actually kind of enjoy doing his articles because of the people, the editor Cassandra Anderson and Photo and Humor Scout Joanne Glover and proofreader Tom Parker. I enjoy all of them. They're my favorites who make these comments on these articles. And I just read the comments and I go, yeah, I read that article, and I make more comments. And that's how this goes. And I've never gotten in contact with Mr. Griffin himself. I enjoy his works, his books, all his books. You gotta check out everything here. I have a link to this newsletter, and you can go through and get his books and stuff. The man's a genius. He really is. I'm just a follower. That's all I am, is a follower of him. And I appreciate his work. Give a little clap. Yay. Yeah. Until next time, I hope you're good or be good at it. And I hope you had a wonderful weekend. It's now Sunday, but, that's just the way things are. And I started out kind of slow. I was kind of wake up and went, I gotta do my newsletter. And now I'm wide awake and all excited after reading these articles. And oh, you gotta love it. Until next time, be good or be good at it, and have a wonderful week. Good day.